Dear James, welcome back. Now let's talk about bonds. What does bond means? In the simplest form, in fact, the simplest explanation, it means I owe you. Basically, that is what it means. But on a more in-depth level, a bond is essentially a loan you give the government or a corporate organization in exchange of a periodic interest payment and the return of the bond's face value. What does that mean? In simple English, when an entity like the federal government of Nigeria or a corporate organization needs to raise money, they issue bonds. Each bond has its face value, which is the amount you get back when a bond is matured, aka interest earned, like the interest you earn on your money. The interest payment bonds pay is known as coupon rates. This is a fixed percentage of the bond's face value, and it is currently, as at today, issued at 17% to 18%. And 17% is for a 2-year period, while the 18% is going for the 3-year period. The percentage on it is for a year, but the payment is divided into 4, and it is paid every three months on the stipulated date on which the bond was issued, because on every bond issued there is always a stipulated date for the payments. So it is paid quarterly, every three months. 3. Maturity. Every bond has a maturity date, which is when the bond issuer must pay back the bond's face value to the bondholders. This maturity date ranges from 2 to 3-year tenure for federal government savings bond, but for corporate bonds, I have seen the one of 5-year tenure. Now let's go to types of bonds in Nigeria. We have basically 4 as of today, 4 types of bond. We have the FGN savings bond, we have the Euro bonds, we have the corporate bonds, and we have the domestic dollar bonds. The one I'm most familiar with is still the FGN savings bond, and so far it's been good. Do they do 1 or 2 things? Yes, we are getting there. That brings me to the risks and the return. Generally, bonds are considered to be safer than stocks, but of recent, the government have been, defaulting, but they've paid. As of today, they've paid back. So yes, it's still one of the most secured bonds, even though the federal government is not meant to miss or default, except if there is war or the country is in a state of emergency, and God forbid there will be no war, in Jesus' name. So the risk level can vary based on the issuer's creditworthiness, but still it's relatively safe for everyone to invest in. And currently, as at me making this video, all interest made on bonds are tax exempted. Yes, you do not pay any tax. At least for FGN savings bond, you do not pay any tax. But that brings a question to mind. Who is Nigeria's biggest bond buyer? And which country do they belong to? Because yes, it's not just within Nigeria that buys bonds. Let me know your answer in the comment section. Who is Nigeria's biggest bond buyer? So investing in the FGN savings bonds or any type of bonds is you basically buying debt, and it's also a great way of making money on the interest. Now, if you are new and you don't know how to go about buying these bonds, you need a brokerage account, and you can open it with any firm. Just type on Google brokerage account or investment account, or just type NGX registered brokers, and there'll be a list of brokers registered and licensed that will come out. Pick the one suitable for you, because there are a lot of things to look out for before choosing the firm you want to open your brokerage account with. Yes. Once you make your choice, ensure you have your CSCS number and your CHN number. It is important, or else you are just playing. You are playing. I hope you have now gained better understanding of how I summarized the bonds and what you need to know about bonds. Kindly hit the subscribe button for more information. See you next time.